swinging fast in the backswing is to promote a good wind-up, but if you have really quick motion here, and then completely slow down here,
yes.
then you're not really taking advantage of this, creating the range of motion. So from here, using this here, go all the way to your target position here.
Yeah.
From here to this position, automatically during the motion you will have acceleration, deceleration.
Right.
Don't try to intentionally accelerate and decelerate.
Yeah. Got
it. Just the image from this position going to this position.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Smooth it out.
Yep. You just slow down completely. Yeah. Still, when you start the shift toward the downswing, still your shoulder has to turn this way and then shift here and then let it go. That means you have to continuously turn.
Yeah.
So again, try to turn as much as possible here.
Yeah.
Go all the way.
Yeah.
Instead of stopping. So I think if you just go to the end of the range of motion and then let the club head go, but still your club head will go about this much here. But I want to see almost this much turn.
Yeah.
But continuous turn. Again, more. So faster motion, and then promote. No need to swing hard in the downswing. Your goal is to create more range of motion here. Using this, try to come to this position.
Yeah.
From here, try to generate as much motion or wind up at the end of the backswing. That's good. A bit more. You can do more. Yes. Again, using the wind up, more wind up, using the momentum, more wind up. You are slowing down too much. Let it go.
Yeah.
Again, I want to see how far your club head goes down.
Okay.
Try to go as much as possible. See how far you can go. Still it's about horizontal. I want you to turn more.
Okay.
That's better. Again. The trigger motion should be a bit bigger. Trigger should be bigger. Now you are removing that resistance. Yeah. It's just more and more. So this is good. When you repeat this motion, no, that's not enough. You have to go more. Yeah, that's where you want to go.
Wow.
But when you use the momentum, it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
So keep a good wind up during the backswing. Yes, that much.
Yeah, I really felt just ride the rhythm. Let it go.
And then with that much, on the way down, try to use the body and then swing harder now. So you can swing harder, okay? But that should come from good wind up. Swing harder, faster. Yes, that pattern is now you are getting into it. Yeah. So that range of motion was really good.
Yeah.
So again. Yeah. So just once you know what it is, then.
Yes, that's exactly it. Because it feels so extreme to me, because that's foreign territory. Yeah. For the body.
So the worst is when your hand does not move that much, so that it limits the motion of the club. And then on the way down, try to use your arms only.
Yeah.
That's the worst case scenario.
And you've seen them all, I'm sure.
And then during the backswing, start the backswing with the initial shift away.
Okay.
You are not shifting that much. That's why it's so hard. When you let the body shift away, instead of just going to that position, so from the trigger motion here, from the trigger, start the shifting first, and then turn around the right hip here.
Yeah.
Go here and shift, and then turn around the right hip. Then it's a lot easier to do the rest.
Okay.
Go here, shift, and turn around the right hip, instead of
Just turning.
just turning, and even shifting this way too early. So let it shift away. Again, use this trigger. Using the trigger, have a good shift away first, and then turn around. Not much shift.
Okay.
So this is now. Let's first record this.
Yeah.
And then we'll try the next one. Okay.
Which one do you want me to do?
Stage 3.
Stage three?
Stage 3, with the enough range of motion. Okay. So ready, go. You are intentionally stopping so that you can use your arms on the way down. But let it go here and then build the tension by turning more.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ready, go.
Got the little pause going.
Versus.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. Just the hands really low.
And also early wrist cock. And this arm swing and the opening the body.
Interesting. Yeah. Wow, it looks fine, but my hands feel like they're up in the ceiling. Oh yeah.
Now, so with all the repetitions, your pattern already has changed quite a bit. There's no question about that. But we want to have more. Okay, we want to have more. So, with still the same stage 3. So when you do the trigger motion, you really have to shift to the left side.
Shift left.
And using this, push the ground with the left leg. This will give you this shift motion. Try to have it exaggerated the shift away, and then turn around the right hip. So see how much you can shift this way. So after the trigger, the more time you have here at the end of the trigger, the more shift you will have.
Stage 3, right?
Yeah. And then shift. No. You are turning.
Oh.
So, here. No. Again. Yeah, so, using to go back to so as you turn and then going back here.
Wow.
And then turn around. You will be able to turn around the right hip here.
Yeah.
And then you can shift the left slightly.
Yeah. And then turn around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels almost like
Am I?
I'm falling backwards.
Yeah, falling backward. That's a good expression.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Go slower. Okay.
Again. Shift good, and then have enough turn around the right hip. Okay, so during the backswing, the turn should be around the right hip.
Yeah, so you're here, here.
Yeah, shift, and then turn around the right hip. And then give enough turn all the way, all the way, all the way. Still your right arm is too low. Yeah, go more, go more, go more. And then there, and then with that you will have a little bit of left shift, and then turn around. Yeah, again. Yeah, so your swing is getting better and better. So just start it with a good away shift. That flow is good. So exaggerate this shift, ball shift.
The shift there?
Yeah. So the best way is you have good throw this way.
Yeah.
Then near the top, you will wait until this turn is completed. During that period, you will be able to shift.
Yeah.
So this shift has to start while still this is going.
While it's going up.
Then when you turn backward, you don't have to worry about that shift. The shift is done earlier. Yes. So.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm just used to doing that, right?
Yeah. And then you're stopping at the top. Yeah. Let it go all the way and then come down. We have to make it continuous.
Yeah. I feel like when I'm here, like I'm going, my body goes, okay, what do I do now?
Then
it feels so...
Turn around the right hip here, right hip.
Yeah, of course I'm inclined.
Here, right hip, and then keep turning.
Yeah.
And then shift it back.
Yeah.
When you have a shift away, later you will be able to shift it back, which is called the recentering. And then shift it that way. So here. So from the trigger motion, shift away and the turn, right?
Yeah.
As you turn, you can also shift back, and then shift back, and then let it go. Yes. Now, so what we're trying to do is we're adding this lateral motion here.
And
It's called the Shern rhythm.
the Shern rhythm.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Shern.
Shern.
It's a shift turn.
Shern. Combine.
Yeah.
Shift turn. Yeah.
So go here and then initiate this shift motion, and then as you're going back here, later you are shifting this way, and then let it go.
Yeah. I feel I can do it without a club. You know, I can feel that, but when you get the club in my hand, it's like, oh.
So, because this motion is coming from the lower body. So as soon as you start using your upper body or the arms intentionally, then you are killing the lower body action.
Killing the lower body action.
So you have to feel, more than anything, as you do this, feel the motion of the lower body. And the upper body will just follow with that and keep more wind up and then let it go. Yeah, so.
Feels like it limits my motion up top because I'm kind of, you know,
because
on this.
no, because on the way down you try to open it too early. So what should happen is the shift motion means a delay of opening.
Because you're here.
Yeah. So go here, and then as you shift, you're not turning.
Yeah.
Shift, no turn, and then shift
turn.
here. And also, while this shifting or the turning, you will introduce the shift.
And then turn.
And then turn later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you don't have much shifter here and then just a turn, you have early opening.
Right.
So during the recentering, you're still turning this way, and then delay the turning, and then finally let it go.
Yeah.
That's the idea. So try to have good initial shift away. And turn more, let lift the right arm more.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically now in your image during the backswing, what should happen is let it go, and during the backswing you will shift away and then start the turn, and then with the recentering you're going to this position.
You're going to that position.
Reverse pivot position.
Okay. That's the...
So go here and then going to this position.
Yeah.
With the shift motion.
Then all the pieces are together.
So instead of so eager to turn around.
Yes, yes.
Here, and then later turn around. Yeah, and then turn around.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yep. And then so emphasize the more shift away and the less shift this way. You tend to shift this way quite a bit.
I do.
Yeah.
I can feel that one.
In your regular-
I have a trouble feeling that.
In your initial swing, you go here,
Yeah.
and then arm motion here,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. I really need to practice that one.
then let's do this.
Yeah.
Stage two. Stage two
Stage 2.
is a stage two reverse. Reverse stage two.
A reverse stage 2.
Yeah, so here, go,
And then step.
throw, and then take this step
Yeah.
here, and then no step
Right.
this way.
Right.
So that you will emphasize the shift away.
To shift away.
Good, trigger, and then shift away.
Not too early. Early. Here, then back. Back.
The step is a bit late.
Late. Yeah.
You're taking step and turning at the same time.
Okay.
So go here and then shift first. Go here and then shift first and then turn around.
Yes. Okay.
The step is coming from the shift motion. Yeah.
Not late.
So when you shift, do not try to open your chest. When you shift, if you open, then you have to use your arms.
Ah. Okay.
But keep it closed and then come here and then you'll be able to turn your
Yeah.
shoulders.
Got it.
Make a motion faster. Make a motion faster. Ah, look at this. Because
late.
as you take step, you're opening the
Opening.
chest, so you're pulling the arms.
Pulling the arms.
So here,
Okay.
when you take a step, it's a backward
Yeah.
step here.
Yeah.
Because your shoulders are turned that way.
Yes.
So you're basically taking step backwards. Still, this is going this way.
Yes.
Still going this way and then take step and then turn around. So when you turn around, you have to really use your lower body to
Okay.
turn around.
I've never seen you do this one either, Dr. Kwon. You're throwing some curveballs at me. Just going up. Step.
Yeah, and also your stepping is
Like this.
reaching up.
I'm reaching. Yeah.
You just here and then try to reach out here.
Yeah.
But rather go here and then push the ground with this leg here so they drop the body this way.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Totally different rather.
Yes. That way you can take the step earlier.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's better. Yes, that's better. So this shift is coming from this leg push.
Leg push. Yeah, opposite.
Yeah. By pushing, you're dropping this way.
Yes.
By pushing and dropping, and then after taking a step, then turn around. The same thing, this shift is coming from this push. Push and coming this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again.
That's a good one.
But the bottom is you need to have a good away shift more than anything. Well-timed away shift. It's still too much reach out.
Too much reach.
During the trigger motion, your body is leaning this way quite a bit.
Okay.
Instead,
Here. Yeah.
imagine this cone-shaped space
Yeah.
here. So instead of going this far here,
Yes.
then you have to reach out,
Yes.
actually going this way,
I got you. I think
cone-shaped.
we hit it. I think we hit it. Yeah.
Yes. Again, you can lean a bit more. You can exaggerate it. Good left leg push. And then, but after you're taking step, you're not really putting your weight on the right side.
I'm not.
No. So here, you're stepping here,
Yes.
but when you turn, still you have a lot of weight on this side.
Okay.
So go here and then lean onto this side,
Yes.
step, but turn around the right hip.
Right.
That means you have to put the most weight on this side and turn here.
Mm-hmm.
You have to really drop the body that way.
To make the, yeah.
Yeah.
on top
So
of that.
go here, and then as you step, you have to really drop your body. And then when you turn around, now most force is acting on this side. Using this, then you can shift it this way. But because you here, and then when you turn, still you have a lot of
Yes,
weight on this
yes.
side. Really shift it that way.
Yes. And that'll make
So in the end,
the top easier.
what happens is when your body motion is not natural, it's because of the way you're using the ground.
Yes.
When you use the ground well, then the upper body motion will also follow. It will reflect that. Yes, but you have to put more weight on the right side during the backswing.
Right side,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Still, your step is more reach out,
Reaching.
not really
Yeah.
dropping your body away.
Yeah.
Use the left leg more. Put the club on the ground. Put the club on the ground, and stand upright on the mat. Raise your arms. Your body posture, the body is leaned this way. You have a slight scoliosis,
Yeah.
okay? Because you always keep the right side low and the left side high here.
Yes.
So basically, your body spine posture
Is
is going that way.
tilted
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah. So with the bias this way, it's hard to put weight on this
Yes.
side. It's hard to shift it this way.
Yes.
So one thing you can do is swing in the opposite direction. Learn how to load onto this side. Swing in the opposite direction.
What do you mean by opposite?
Swing to the right instead of left, as if a lefty swing.
Oh, I see. Are you talking about doing the,
Left swing.
just doing left swings?
Yeah. And then try to
Feel like you're,
load onto the right side more.
so, oh, here.
No, that's
Okay.
the grip is the right-handed
Here.
grip. So, here. Hold it here.
So you're left.
It doesn't have to be a perfect grip
Right.
here,
Right.
but just
Left.
swing this way.
Yeah.
Back swing here and then swing this way.
Yeah, I got you.
Back swing and then swing this way.
Yes.
And then try to put more weight on this
Got it.
side. You need
it.
to practice that.
Okay.
Currently, you are afraid of putting a lot of weight on this
right.
side. Always it's biased to the left.
Excellent. Excellent.
But
catch.
anyways, so again, try to have excessive shift away. No need to do this.
Okay.
So you practice it, on your own. So again, after the trigger motion, naturally you will have more weight on this side.
Right.
Push the ground with the left leg. That will allow leaning this way. Try to have enough shift, and then just to turn around the right hip here. You have to feel a lot of tension in the right hip here.
Right.
And then with that, you can shift it back slightly. But if you fail to shift away a lot,
Yeah.
then you always put the emphasis on the left side. But still, your flow is a lot better now,
Yeah.
but I want to see a bit more.
Yeah. We practicing
Stage 3,
the stage 3 right.
regular stage 3.
Right.
Yeah. So, no, stage 2, reverse.
Stage 2 reverse.
Yeah, reverse is stage 2. Yes. But on the way down, instead of using the arms, try to use the shoulders more. So that means during the backswing, you have to turn your body more. Yeah. You really stand on the right side and then turn your shoulders. Give enough range of motion. Yes. So your goal is, all in all, your goal is have a good shift to the right. With that, create enough range of motion in the backswing. Good wind up, okay? Yes. Now make it faster. Make it faster. Everything more rigorous. Good shoulder turn, continuous shoulder turn. Again. Yeah, still you slow down too quickly in the backswing.
Yeah.
And it's almost a complete pause here. Make it continuous. So that you feel a little resistance from your body. Okay, while the arms and club are still turning in the backward, so that you feel tension in the body to slow that down. Yes. So on the way down, the main driving force should be the body turn. So you go up here. From here, using the body turn, try to throw the club instead of early opening and then try to use your arms here.
Is your withdrawing the sword that you like to talk about sometimes, would that be applicable to me?
That's to prevent casting motion.
Yeah.
So instead of try to cut something, pull it this
So
way.
not necessarily for me. I mean,
no, it applies to everybody.
Okay.
But in your case, the main thing is the downswing power has to come from the shoulder turn here.
Yeah.
Good wind up here. Wait until the tension builds.
Yeah. And then.
No, not this motion. Not this motion.
No.
This gives a pelvic slide.
Yeah.
From here, just from here, throw the arms.
So you're not even really thinking, but you're thinking about initiating that motion with your body.
I told you, don't practice this here.
Yes.
This kills your downswing.
Yes.
Go all the way up here from this position. It's one motion, let it go. Using these muscles here, instead of, then you have to use your arms here.
I mean,
no lowering, intentional lowering action.
So I guess I'm trying to get what would be a good trigger to feel to, start to swing, to kind of just let it go. I mean, because at some point I want to use these arms.
So go here. If you don't do this, then that's good.
Yeah.
So here, good wind up. Okay, feel the tension.
Yes.
And there is one motion from here, let it go. Instead of bring it down here.
You're saying just let everything go.
Yeah.
It's
just one turn and let it go.
Just uncoil the coil.
And then let it go, turn around. Yeah. So here, you turn around from here.
Right.
One motion, let it go instead of.
Right.
That looks nice, but actually, it kills the wind up you have, and then it leaves
that little squat.
That squat just causes a late timing. So if you have the squat, that has to be at the end of the backswing. Lower your body here, and then just one turn here instead of.
Then squat. Yeah.
This is bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is because of the instruction, but that lowering motion in the downswing is not good.
Right.
So good wind up. From the wind up, you have to let the arms and club go, okay? Let it go, yes. Then you will start using the core muscles and the leg muscles more. Yes.
Yeah. Feels different. Yeah, that was more, I didn't feel the pause.
Yeah, then obviously with the shift motion and the turning around the right hip, and you have good wind up, right? Yeah. From the wind up, using the wind up, you are doing the downswing.
Turning around it.
Yeah,
that was a great pickup. You're right. I do feel some tension tightness in my right kind of SI area where it just doesn't feel like it wants to load up.
When you slide the pelvis, and you have a two-stage motion. Sliding the pelvis first, and then opening the chest a little bit, and then the arm comes in. But when you have a single motion, so good wind up from there, using the left leg, kick the ground, it will turn the pelvis, it will turn the shoulders, and everything, let it go.
Yeah.
Initiate.
Right.
Again.
Right.
Now let's go to stage 3. Stage 3, no step, but still, although we have no step, but you have to have a good weight shift to the right, okay?
Yeah.
That trigger is a bit weak.
Yeah.
When you have a good trigger, with that you can have active backswing. And more wind up, and from the wind up position, let it go. Still, you are opening and then lowering.
Lowering on the
downswing.
On the
So,
downswing. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So if you have to lower your body, then it's got to be during the backswing
Yeah.
and the lower to the left side.
Yeah.
And the lower to the left side. And then on the way down, kick the ground, just the throw.
Yeah.
Instead of lowering in the downswing. Okay. That's better, but still you try to see where your arms are.
Yeah.
Let it go all the way.
Yeah.
Do not limit it. Let it go. Yeah, more. And that motion, if you just bring your arms up here, then you stop there.
Yeah.
But using the momentum, let it go.
Yes.
Then you will go to this position here.
Yeah. Okay.
Use the momentum instead of quickly stopping. Use the momentum to create that wind up. Again. Yes, now your effort is creating more wind up. That's good. I can see that. Again, your goal in the backswing is creating more wind up. Again, stage 3. Yes. So from your motion, the way you move, I can see your intention. Whether you just want to go here and try to use the arms,
Yeah.
or you really try to create this.
Yeah.
But now you start creating the
Like
wind
you
up.
said, my thought there was just about that, just trying to achieve that and get the momentum
Yeah.
fast.
So all you need to worry about is having enough range of motion. Then with this already you have shifting, recentering
Right.
to a certain extent.
Right.
And then when you have more time, then naturally you will be able to throw at once.
Yeah.
But if you rush down, then you have two-stage one, and then
Right.
try to use the arm.
Yeah, and I think just adding this shift piece to where I'm really turning a little more efficiently, instead of just,
Yeah. So
no turn without a shift.
in a sense, the key aspect is whether you allow your body shift laterally like this.
Yeah.
When you have this, then suddenly the motion becomes a lot more natural instead of just creating the turn here. Because we have 2 connection points here. Now when you try to turn the upper body equally, moving this backwards and forward, then you have everything is moving with the axis somewhere in between, right? This is not a good way to turn. Rather, when you want to turn this way, then shift it this way, use the right side as the center in the turn.
Right.
When you have to turn this way, then shift it this way, and then use the left side as the center. Then the motion becomes a lot easier,
Right.
a lot more natural.
Right.
So the art of shifting back and forth,
Yeah.
that's the key in golf swing.
That's the engine. That's
So when you have a nice shift motion, then the turn will follow automatically. So everything continues. Yeah, again, stage 3. Again, it's too much, almost like so when you have too much quick acceleration, quick deceleration, what happens is this type of motion.
Yes.
Instead, this type of motion
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So that's why you bring it down and then hit the ground. So when you make it continuous and then using the shoulder turn, let it go, you have less up and down motion.
Up and down motion.
Yeah. But when you have this, then you tend to hit the ground. So the turn around the shoulder, no motion like that on the way down. Just from there, start, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right.
So use the shoulder turn around the spine axis and make it continuous. Stage 3. Now swing it really hard. Swing really hard. Break something.
The piñata.
Yeah. But then you have to use the trigger motion well.
Oh, yeah.
And then here, and you go here, have the feel of standing tall by pushing the ground with the right leg.
Okay.
So instead of pulling and then pulling type action, push out
Push out.
with that stand tall
tall.
over the right leg here, and then let it go.
Yeah.
Okay? Stand tall during the backswing by pushing the ground with the right leg. Then that will give you a good wind up. Stand tall on the, you see, you have to stand on the right side. You have to stand on the right side.
Wow, I think I am standing. No. Wow. Yeah.
Then you will feel the tension here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are not shifting that much.
That's right.
If we use
I can really feel
if you
it.
measure the ground reaction force,
Yeah.
your center pressure will not go that far that way.
Yeah. Interesting.
So you have to
I have to exaggerate.
you have to put good weight on the right side during the backswing, okay? And then stand tall over the right leg. If you during the backswing, if you can put a lot of force on the right side, then your downswing will be really good.
Yeah.
So give more shift and then really stand on the right side. So there, try to tap the ground with the left toe. Yeah, in order to do that, you have to shift more to the right.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I can see that much, okay? Again. So doing the backswing. Just assume the setup position.
Okay.
I'll take a picture of your setup position and show you what you're doing. So maintain the setup position. Here. Everything is shifted this way,
Really?
biased this way. Left shoulder is a lot higher than right shoulder.
Yes.
Your body is you are putting more, when you measure the ground reaction, it will show that you have a lot more force on this side. You are shifted this way here.
Yeah.
And then during the backswing, you are not really shifting that way that much. Yeah, you're starting from here. That's why you have a little bit of.
I mean, and I know this question gets asked a lot, but I mean, you know, starting weight, 50-50, you know.
That's the worst advice. When you start with the 50-50,
Yeah.
that means it's really good for static posture.
Right.
But golf swing is a dynamic motion. You have to start the backswing really well, but then you cannot have a 50-50. So rather, before you start, you actually have to have a good motion laterally. With this rhythm, then you can start the backswing
Right.
actively. But if you start from a 50-50 here,
Right.
from stationary position, try to break away from it, it's hard.
Right.
And then the way you are starting even the stage 3, at the beginning, it looks like you have a lot of thoughts here. Oh, what to do here?
Yeah.
And then this is not easy, so you have to use this one and then try to go here. Because you cannot really start trigger motion with the body shift and then going into this position. So you have to use this as a trigger,
Right.
and then
To get
create this trigger.
The pre-trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to have a stepping-like action with the ground, so that you have to shift the weight. It's just a force shift, actually. Pushing this side more, this side more. You repeatedly doing this, and then start. It's easy, but if you maintain the stationary position, it's hard to start the motion.
Right.
So usually that differentiates, the dynamic swing from not so dynamic swing.
Sure, sure.
But anyways, so stage 3, but make sure you have good shift away. Good shift away, okay? Stage 3. And then during the backswing, you have to stand tall over the right leg, okay? More, more, more. Oh, that posture is good, but more. So move the pelvis more away. So the right hip should be over the right foot.
Right hip over the right. Yeah.
A bit more, a bit more. So here, here.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about shifting that pelvis mass over the right foot.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's good, that's good.
Holy smokes. Yeah.
Then they will give you a good push
Yeah.
to the ground. With that, you will be able to start this motion easily. Still not enough. So not enough. You have to intentionally. So at the end of the trigger motion, you have to really introduce the shift motion.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid of shifting this way as much as possible.
Okay.
You cannot really go too far, because
Even if it means I.
when you have a continuous motion,
Off the ball a little
when
bit.
you have a continuous motion here,
Yeah.
then you have a control. That means you don't let the pelvis go too far. Your legs will not allow the pelvis to go too far. So it's okay to shift enough, and then turn around over the right leg here, and then this will only give you a good shift back. No worry about this motion.
Yeah.
If you actually shift it too much, then this has to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
It will never happen because your legs will not allow that happen. Okay. So don't worry about shifting too much. Let the pelvis shift away. But that will make everything so easy. Yeah, still, although I want to see a bit more shift, but that pattern is a lot better.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then just to give more wind up.
Right.
So now you are using that rhythm and just try to create enough wind up. And on the way down, just one piece motion and let it go. Yeah. So stage 3, good stage 3. Fast, active stage 3. Swing hard. You just stopped, and then on the way down, use the arms.
Okay.
You should be able to, at the beginning of the downswing, you should be able to use the shoulders.
Yeah.
So your goal is to create as much wind up. Your goal is to create as much wind up as possible in the backswing.
Yes.
Okay? Let me record this.
Okay.
So ready, just a second. I just hit the photo. Okay. Ready, go. Ready, go. This is your initial swing.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you just have early wrist cock, but you don't let your pelvis go away.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very different. Now let's do a stage 3 and the regular swing. So use a stage 3 as your pre-shot routine, and then do your regular swing. Oh, no ball here. No ball here. So pretend that there is a ball there. Okay. Stage 3 and the regular swing. One thing, if you, using the stage 3, if you learn how to shift, then the transition from your stage 3 to regular swing is really easy. Because whether you have this trigger motion or not, still you will be able to move the body the same way. But if you rely on the arm motion, then it's hard to go from the stage 3 to your regular swing.
Right.
So those who are struggling with the transition from stage 3 to regular swing, because they don't really know how to shift the body.
To shift.
So how to move the lower body. Okay. So let's see if you can.
So really, the whole feel, I mean, for most people anyway, is really to just feel that shift as your swing thought.
If you look at the stage 3, if I just go easy, just is this motion here. Let it go, right?
Right.
You can do the same thing here. You can move the lower body the same way.
Same way.
But if your stage 3 and your regular swing are very different, that means you're not really engaging your lower body effectively.
Yeah.
And then you didn't quite master the flow.
Exactly.
So you use a stage 3 with that, feel how to move the body, and then you should be able to use the same body motion in the regular swing. So let's see. So stage 3 followed by your regular swing, okay? Good, active stage 3, feel the flow. And then approach the ball. In the regular swing, you introduced the early wrist cock.
I did.
They're going back to your habit. But all you need to do is have a more active shift away.
Active shift away.
And then just turn around instead of using your wrist and arms early. So let's do this. Do the full scale stage 3. Full scale stage 3, and then reduce the scale 3. So full scale 3, throw the club this much for the trigger motion, and then bring it back here.
Right.
In the reduced or the mini stage 3, go about this much here.
Yeah.
Go about here, and then try to bring it up.
Okay.
But the time for this and then time for this should be similar.
Okay.
So although the motion is smaller, but you don't rush.
Right.
Okay. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yeah.
So regular stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular swing. That will give you probably better transition. So full scale 3. And then mini stage 3. And then regular swing. Again, you use the wrist cock, and then wrist cock, and also just the spin around here. If you do stage 3, then go here and bring the club this way here.
Yeah.
You don't do this.
I don't do that.
And then shift and then going this way. But when you do this, and then quick pelvis turn, then these are not comparable to a stage 3, right?
Right.
So feel this motion flow using the same thing, go to.
Yeah.
So try to remember stage 3. Try to remember what you did in stage 3, and then use it in your regular swing. Full stage 3.
Full stage 3.
Mini stage 3. And the regular swing. Nice. Still, you use the only arms and the wrist cock, and then just to bring the arms here. It should be body-driven backswing.
Yes.
Body-driven backswing.
Body-driven backswing.
Yeah. So delay the wrist cock. Wrist cock will be added at the end of the backswing.
Not here. Yeah.
One way to overcome that is, so when you start the backswing, your goal is not to introduce this motion, but rather move the club head that way. Because when you have stage 3, your club head will move this way here.
Right.
Or lateral motion of club head, the same thing. From here to the regular swing, when you start, try to move the club head more laterally. And then bring it up.
Okay.
Instead of quickly introducing the wrist cock. And with that, if you have a good initial shift, in order to have a good backswing, you have to have initial shift. Initial shift, and then move. Yeah. So image starting a mower, but instead of pulling your arms here, you're using the whole body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you will move the club head laterally, and then stand tall over the right foot, right leg. Stand tall over the right foot, and have enough turn here.
Okay, I think I got it.
Again, stage 3, full stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular swing.
Nah.
That's a mini stage 3, still it's a stage 3. Swing. Shift away to the right, stand on the right side. Yeah, you used the wrist cock early.
Did I? I didn't feel it. I didn't.
No, you did the wrist cock. So you try to use the arms intentionally. So all you need to do is, from here, shift first. So from here, shift first and then turn around. If it's necessary, then move the body this way and then shift.
Yeah.
So you have to have a good shift first and then turn around instead of.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of a trigger, maybe with the pelvis or something to kind of get it started.
Yeah.
We just.
So just to practice how you start the backswing.
Yeah.
So in the regular swing, how to start the backswing. Use the body. That's better. But you should have enough fast motion and enough wind up during the backswing. With the wrist cock, what happens is your left arm is going this way. You're starting like this.
Yes.
When I watch you from there.
Yes.
Instead of from here. Use your body. Then let it go all the way here.
Yeah. Body.
Again, stage 3. So that's why it is so important to shift well in the stage 3.
Stage 3.
Full stage 3. The mini stage 3. And then regular. Stand on the right side, stand on the right side.
Oh, stand on the right side.
No, when you start the backswing, stand on the right side. So since since in your setup position, you have more force on this side.
Yeah.
You're slightly shifted this way here. So this actually should be easier, make it easier to start the backswing. From this, just a step on the right side. Imagine the stage 2 reverse.
The reverse.
Right? If you're initially starting with more force on this side, it's only a matter of stepping on the right side. And then start the backswing. So from here, to make it a bit more rigorous, from this position, lift your right
heel
a little bit by dropping the right foot.
Then
let's go.
Yeah.
So full stage 3, mini stage 3, and then the regular swing with that technique. In the, one thing, in doing stage 3, your focus is not the arm motion, but the body motion.
Yeah.
If you feel how the body moves, here, here, then this should be pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But you're struggling here is because in the stage 3 still you're using arms a lot.
Yeah.
So you're not really getting into the body-driven stage 3. Yeah. So as you practice this more and more, it'll change things completely. Yeah, so slight heel lift. During the, even stage 3, have a little bit of right heel lift during the trigger motion. Start from there. Swing. Mini stage 3, the same thing. And then regular swing. Yes. Yes.
Better?
Yes.
I felt it smooth.
Yeah. Now try to increase the wind up more. Yeah. In all 3, stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular swing, try to have a good wind up. Using the lower body, you have a good shoulder turn. And the mini stage 3. And then regular swing. Yeah, the backswing is large enough, although you had a little bit of a wrist cock early on.
Okay.
But now the pattern is getting better.
Yeah, I think a little right heel would be useful.
So as you repeat this drill again and again, the focus should be the lower body.
Yes.
Okay? The focus should be lower body motion. So here, full stage 3. What's important is not your arm motion, how you move your body to create this enough motion.
Right.
So without using my arm much, I can generate enough range of motion here.
Yeah.
Because I'm using my body that way. And then mini, the same thing here. Then your regular swing, the same thing. And I'm using right leg actively.
Yes.
So this is what you have to practice again and again.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because this one doesn't want to load up.
So again, and also it should be, you should be able to do this without even thinking. But still, you have too many thoughts here. How to start this? Yeah. That means your body is not completely into this.
No, you're right. I mean, there's 3, 4, 5 things that we've worked on that make sense for me.
Yeah, it's as simple as shift this way and then lift the heel and then using that, let it go.
Just let it go. Yeah.
The same thing in stage 3 and the mini stage all have this component here. Right. The purpose of having this trigger motion, big trigger motion, is to actually promote that. So whether you intentionally try to lift your heel or not, still you have to have the same thing actually. Go here and then moving back, right? Yeah. So stage 3, naturally we have this. Mini stage 3, still you have this naturally. And then here, all you need is create a similar motion here. Yeah. And then the motion should be rhythmic so that you don't have to intentionally.
And I think you mentioned something I think that would help try to avoid that is just feel like you're pushing away.
Yeah. push out and push out.
Push out. Just push out.
Now for stage 3. Using this good, promote good low body motion. Yes. All in all, the key is a low body motion. Mini stage 3. And then regular. Still you have the wrist cock, but now let me record this, and then you will be able to see.
Okay. Which one, full or?
All three. All three in a row. Okay. So stage 3, mini stage 3 and the regular. Ready, go. The same thing. Ready, go. Now you will see how everything is going here. So for stage 3, the flow. Mini. You should wrist cock a little bit. Again, for stage 3. Yeah, but the pattern is now a lot better compared to your initial swing here.
Ooh. Yeah, man, I could see that where I was way over on that left side. Yeah.
So this is what happens when you repeat this again and again. The flow improves quite a bit. Okay, and then now you are getting into this flow, so you will be able to do this without even thinking. But the key in the stage 3.
Where was the down the line? The ones you just took, the down the line. Yeah. The amplitude is okay?
Still, you have to go a bit more, but you can go more, but that has to come from the low body action. So now doing the backswing, with this motion, slightly the right hip is going backward a bit too much, and then starting this.
Okay.
That has to come from the leg action.
More.
You have to stand tall over.
Shift over that right.
Over the right, right hip.
Okay.
So,
got it.
Again, all in all, the key here is the low body action. Yeah. Okay. As you repeat the stages, okay, it's all about the low body motion here. When you have a good low body motion, automatically you have this much motion here. Right. I'm not using my arms that much right now. It's all coming from my body turn here.
Oh, yes.
So, swing, swing. Yeah. Now from here, your regular swing, the same thing. Yeah. So you can use similar body motion when you really work on the low body motion. This is what you need to practice again and again.
Yes.
Okay?
Awesome.
But the way you are swinging now is a lot better. So
Oh, yeah.
even your impact will be a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I can see why my impact was so inconsistent.
now
Heavier.
pay attention to your club.
Yeah.
Your club is too light,
Yeah.
considering you know your arm dominance.
Would yeah, this is a short orange whip.
This is mid-size. This is mid-size.
Mid-size.
This
would
is
it be
perfect.
better to go with this
Yeah,
size
this is
versus
perfect.
the longer one?
I have all three, but mid-size is the best.
Mid-size is better? Okay. Okay.
If you need to get one, then I think I posted the link.
Yeah, yeah, I've got a friend who I do some trading, and I probably could trade in, you know, the used
Yeah.
one and get a mid-size one.
Yeah. So if you use the code that I put there,
Oh, it says mid-size on it.
yeah, yeah. If you put the code, then you will have I think a 10% discount.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, really, whatever you are holding, but easy here, and then to feel the lower body motion here.
Yeah,
You know, some people may say this is sway motion, but not.
Yeah.
Sway means the upper body going.
right,
This is too much.
Right.
But when you have good control and then move the body more in the cone-shaped space here,
Yes.
and then active lower body motion, this is called the good shift motion.
And you feel, as far as the weight, do you feel when you load up that right side, do you feel it more heel or it throughout the whole foot or
So when you're just loading, it will be midfoot.
midfoot?
And
Yeah,
actually, it depends on the direction of the force acting.
yeah,
If the force acting on your foot is going forward, then it'll be more on the midfoot.
uh-huh,
When the force is more going backward, acting on your foot, then it'll be more
Yeah.
toward the toe.
yeah. So, I mean, it's probably just safer to feel it midfoot, just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
feel.
yeah. So you're just you are standing on the right foot here.
Yeah.
Instead of pushing the
Yeah,
right
if
hip
you're on a
backward.
heel, then it's,
Yeah. When you flex your knees a little bit, the really load onto each side,
yeah,
then you will be able to shift back and forth with active leg action.
yeah,
When this happens, the upper body motion just follows with it.
yeah,
So the overall rhythm is basically dictated by, or
yeah,
run by the lower body action.
yes, yes,
So when you repeat the stage 3, even 2, and 1, pay attention to the lower body motion.
Right.
How the lower body is moving to guide this instead of upper body motion.
right. So, lower body motion, then maybe the second priority would be the position.
So when you use a lower body motion, automatically you will go to this position
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
without fighting.
Should be aware
But
of.
when it is a arm-driven
Yeah.
motion, then how much effort you put here will dictate where you end up.
Yeah.
When you use a lower body motion and then let it go all the way to go to this position, it's okay to see the club head
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
as long as it's not like this.
Yes,
This is really a crossover
Right.
alignment, but
Right.
if it keeps moving this way and then going a bit more,
Right.
this is no problem.
right,
You'll be able to bring it
yeah,
back along the swing plane.
awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
So a bit more range of motion
Yes.
and the more lower body driven swing. But you will see that your pattern has changed quite.
Yes, it has. I'm very impressed.
Yeah,
Very impressed.
give more practice.
Yeah.
Then-
Now, was there a reason that we didn't do, for me, I know everybody's different, that we didn't do rope swing? I mean, what, did you feel like my rhythm was?
No, no.
okay?
Recently, as I was doing this again and again, I'm more convinced that the step drills are more effective to draw the outcome.
I see.
Although in the long run, you have to use the rope swing and the caliber swing, all these.
Yeah,
But because we have limited time,
yeah,
about 2 hours, and then in that time period, in order to, sort of induce
yeah. And now you're incorporating
The
a little
result.
variation with the orange
so
whip.
more using the club
Yeah.
and then orange whip
Yeah.
instead of using
Yes,
those.
yes,
But yeah, in the long run, we have to use all these.
yeah, yeah. Well, very, very impressive. I really, it's all about learning and, it's just trying to get your body to come along for the ride, so.
Yeah, so
it was awesome.
always when we have, say, a 2-hour period,
Yeah.
the first hour or even more are used to break out of your old habit.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
And then-
it's so interesting to see, we all learn differently and we're all at different places, but it's interesting to see, different people, how they learn, how they're trying. You know, you see sometimes the frustration bubble over, and they just, you know, and you're amazingly patient.
And that eureka moment differs from one person to another.
Yeah.
Some people will respond to something better.
Right.
Others, you know, to other cues better.
Yeah.
But really, I have to try different things and then see which one
yes. Yeah.
the golfer
exactly.
responds the best.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I was. That is very impressive. You're
considering the number of years you have played golf, then obviously moving away from that pattern is hard. Mm-hmm. But it's just a matter of purposeful practice.
Right.
With certain intention.
Yeah.
And then also that intention should be more external. You can set some sort of goal here and then stick to it.
Yeah.
Like this hand position and this hand position here.
And then, yeah, I can see we're getting video periodically to just see, monitor, hey, what's happening with how the shape looks and et cetera, club position and whatnot.
So if you give good, you know, focus, something that you can focus on, then you can easily reprogram your swing.
Right.
So the body has the ability, we have the ability to reorganize the body motion if you have the right cue here.
Exactly.
Or right goal here.
Yeah. It is what for each individual. It's what to focus on, because everybody's a little bit different. But,
yeah. So in your case, you know, as we've seen, your swing has changed gradually. Now going to this position is not a problem because you got out of that barrier. Okay.
Yeah.
So less resistance now.
Yeah.
So this is a matter of practicing this rhythm more and more, and then particularly. Give more shift. Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Generally, golfers have fear for this shift here.
Of the swipe.
But this will actually make everything smoother. When you have good shift. If later, if the shift is too much, then you can always reduce it.
Right.
When you use the legs actively.
Right.
Because what the legs are doing is that within the given stance here, when the pelvis motion is excessive, then using the legs, you can always control this. But the problem is you have not enough pelvis motion.
And I would say,
in spite of this wide stance.
The general amateur is always going to be, not that way. They're not going to have too much.
And then even if you try not to move the body at all, but the setup position, your impact positions are very different.
Yeah.
Even if you try not to move your body, then there's no point to maintain this position here because you're not coming back to that position to hit the ball. So during the backswing, you may be able to maintain this axis, but on the way down, it involves a lot faster motion. Then you have more force acting between the club and hands. Then to resist, then you have to move the body slightly up here and then assume this position. And then also, the swing plane is steeper than the initial shaft plane here. So if you return to this position, then you will hit the ground really bad. You have to move away from the ball slightly so that
it's going to be a little bit higher than its original
and then hit the ball here.
Yeah.
So anyway, your position will be different. That means there's no point to keep this stationary and then just try to turn everything.
Yeah.
So rather, when you have a good movement here, then in the end, you deliver the club at where the ball is. That's the key, right?
Right.
And then we have the ability to maintain that distance. So even if you have a good active motion here, still in the end you will be able to deliver the club head. So just keep working on the rhythm.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it's now you know, hey, I know what to work on and monitor and whatnot.
Now, because you are into this rhythm, so you will not be able to imagine anything other than that.
Yes.
This is so natural.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Hey.